I'm Neil Doherty with North Country Whitetails, and welcome to DSI. You know, for years you've been reading about big bucks and some of the stories behind how they're harvested, but you never really got a full picture. In DSI, we're going to break it down in great detail and really give you the behind-the-scenes talk and understanding why deer do what they do. We're going to merge the deer stories with the science behind how the deer move, the food sources in the area, get up above and study aerial photography and really teach you how to use those techniques when it comes to your hunts this fall. This is the story of Stickers. We're going to join Tracy again as she pursued another great buck, this time with a gun. Stickers first showed up when he was a 4-year-old on this 1,200-acre farm. In this case, there was many food plots planted in and around where Stickers had showed up. There was a large destination food plot that had a mixture of corn, soybeans, brassica, and clover, as well as a smaller hunting food plot that had recently been pushed out into thick stuff with heavy equipment to clear the area. It had been planted with a mixture of brassica and ryegrass and clover. The buck had plenty of bedding area in and around the northeastern portion of the farm. A bedding sanctuary had been set up by aggressively timber harvesting the area, opening up the tree canopy so that lots of daylight could reach the ground, resulting in regeneration of thick pockets of young growth. Brambles and briars, multiflora rose, hawthorn, dogwood, young apple trees were scattered throughout this whole eastern-facing slope, creating tremendous bedding and holding cover. As a matter of fact, this particular slope had a ridge line that extended just inside the edge of the woods. This ridge line, where it dropped off to the east, offered protection when the winds blew out of the west. So during periods of heavy blow and foul weather, with weather coming out of the west, the deer dropped oftentimes just over the edge to lay down in the woods, not all the way down to the bottom where the winds were turbulent because the hill had interfered with the wind currents, but just up on the top, and there's a lot of deer that were bedded there. Now Stickers, there's a lot of history with Stickers. It started back a number of years ago. Tracy was hunting her favorite plot tucked back in the woods, and lo and behold, a big buck showed up. It was estimated to be a 4-year-old, and she had a shot with the gun, but actually she missed him with a shotgun. It was a new buck. They had never seen him before, and when they checked the camera location shortly after the shot, located in and around the destination field, they had pictures of the buck they named Stickers because he had a lot of trash around his bases. So basically, Stickers showed up from somewhere else. He hit the food plot, and within 24 hours he had made the mistake already of showing up in front of a hunter, but got the pass with a miss. As a 4-year-old, he wasn't very visible after that encounter with the hunter, so they saw him a few more times on camera, but really didn't get any other shooting opportunities. As we fast forward now to his 7th year, and the year that Tracy was able to finally connect with him, he was a little more subdued, and he lost a little bit of antler size. Interestingly enough, when a buck is aggressively working as hard as he was during the rut, there's a very good chance that he created, had some body damage during the previous fall. That could have reduced the antler size that following year, as his body had to heal first before he could produce a large set of antlers. So his rack changed just a touch. He shrunk down. He lost about 6 or 7 inches of rack, but he still was a tremendous deer. And he had just a massive body. As you look at these couple photos, they give you an idea of what a mature buck can look like. First photo coming through, it's a beautiful 2-year-old, probably about 135, 140 inch deer. And you can see he's long and lean, and most people are going to shoot this deer. But look at this next photo. This is Stickers walking through the same exact location just hours later. This is what a truly mature buck looks like. And we see a couple more pictures here of the younger buck, and then Stickers as he's passing back and forth in this area. He's just a stud of a deer. Definitely one they wanted to key in and try to harvest. Now the bow season passed without a good shooting encounter, but as the gun season started to pick up, actually several hunters had an opportunity with this buck. One hunter was heading in on the north end of this destination field complex, sneaking along the hedgerow behind this house on the way in for an afternoon hunt, and bumped Stickers out of a grass field and bounced him back into the thick timber. Now he was right on top of him, almost had a shot at him, just couldn't quite pull it off. So Stickers was using the grass fields to bed just over that ridge line, also using the hardwood to bed as well. As the gun season really picked up and things were moving along, Tracy was keying in on her favorite stand. This is a tremendous stand site. It's textbook as to how you'd want to set up a piece of property for hunting during the gun season. You have a tremendous amount of bedding cover and sanctuary with good food. You have a destination food source that keeps the deer close back here in this large field. You have a public access road that you can simply slip off the road about 100 yards into your hunting location, hunt, and then very quietly slip back out, never having to put boot tracks down in the surrounding area. This is exactly the way you want to try to set up a hunt during the gun season, in a spot that you can hunt over and over again to wait for a buck to make a mistake and show up. Now in the case of Stickers, as they monitored the camera that was located in this field, he would show up during daylight hours about once in every 7 days. And there really wasn't any rhyme or reason as to what wind directions he showed up or other things, so it was more or less a scenario where you have to put your time in. After a week or two of hunting him hard, you should get an opportunity to hunt him. And Tracy, to her credit, put her time in. Opening day of rifle season, she sat in the stand from sun up to sundown, so she put an all-day sit. And by Thanksgiving, she had put 3 all-day sits in, seeing many bucks, passing smaller bucks, but still no Stickers. The 6th day that she went in to hunt this field, they had a nice northwest wind. It was a fairly cool day. Expected some pretty good movement. She was able to get in the field early. She parked and moved in the back door, slipped up in a large white pine that was here offering great hunter concealment, and was set up. And as darkness started to approach the final part of shooting hours, lo and behold, Stickers comes moving out of the stick bedding sanctuary, steps out in the green patch at 30 yards and presents her with a fantastic, nice close shot for rifle season. And she was able to close the chapter that she had opened 3 years ago by missing the buck in the same field. Late season deer, the trick is when you're trying to hunt him, hunt in a spot where you can put the time in without interfering and putting tracks down over a large area of property, but simply slip in undetected, hunt, and slip back out. And in some cases, you have to put the time in and be dedicated enough to get the shot that you're looking for and be successful.